Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for visiting me here in my channel. My name is Kanako. I am a coach in Kimono. And today's video is about is loving oneself selfish or self-centered? So this should be the title of this video. And actually, I delivered this message as an answer to the comment I have received a few videos back. Well, thank you very much for your comment. I'd like to explain a bit of a difference between love in English and love in Japanese. And when love is expressed in Japanese, well, which is in very rare cases, well, it is uncommon, suddenly, because as our background of Japanese culture, showing one's feelings to someone else, it is not a good manner or even not polite. So that's why, well, in Japanese culture, it is more important to hide your own feelings, whether it is positive or negative, it doesn't matter, but still, you need to hide your feelings and then you pretend feeling nothing. And well, yeah, something like that. So when it comes to love, yes, even between a husband and a wife, I don't think, well, nowadays, maybe younger generations use this word, but well, it is not quite common, even between a husband and a wife, to say, I love you every day. Well, I don't think so. But anyway, so especially when love in Japanese, it feels strange. So that's why I came up with rephrasing. Like when someone asks me, like, do you love yourself? Well, I translated it as how much power do you have in yourself? So that helped me a lot to understand. And still, loving oneself. So when I thought about this expression, well, it is one of the biggest topic in the area of manifestation or the low vibration or in any areas of your life. Then loving oneself. One of the biggest obstacle to understand free of this beautiful expression is just I have put as a title of this video. So you may feel some kind of being selfish or self-centered, and that can be the resistance of accepting this way of saying. And yes, well, certainly in Japanese, if I ask anyone, any of my clients directly, like, do you love yourself? Well, in most of the cases, or I think I can say like in 100% cases, my clients answer no. And I see so much resistance in them. And one of the biggest resistance is, as I said, they are so afraid of standing out as self-centered person or selfish person. So that's why. And when I noticed that, I think loving, well, actually love is supposed to be one of the highest vibration. And when anybody think about love, when anybody feels love, it should never have the negative feelings. So, of course, if you feel uncomfortable and being afraid of thinking or being loving or loved, I think that is not love. That is fear. That is worry. That is misunderstanding. Totally. And well, whenever I observe that kind of negative feelings comes up when they hear loving oneself or when I ask them, do you love yourself? And I actually again replace, not only like are you proud of yourself? Well, that is one way, but in another way, I explain this is exactly the same with your mask first. Yes, your mask first. I think you can imagine when or where you hear this saying. Yes, well, it is on an airplane. When you get on an airplane, and of course you listen to the how to evacuate, then the captain or the flight attendants always explain when the masks comes down, please put your mask first, and then help others. So I think loving oneself is exactly the same way of this. So loving oneself, it means if you don't have love in yourself and for yourself, you cannot provide love. So that's why it is important for you to feel love and to fully understand what is the true meaning of loving oneself. And as I said, love is the highest vibration and it provides nothing but the best, the easiest feeling, the most relaxing feelings, and the happiest feelings, and everything. Everything is just perfect as it is, and that means love. So certainly loving oneself is never about being selfish or, well, saying no to others. But, well, if you can fully understand what it really means by saying loving yourself, it means you must first. If you realize how much love you have in yourself and for yourself, well, actually, love is limitless and it comes from the great source, so it is very limitless. So you cannot limit your love toward anybody, toward anything in this world, but whatever the expression you choose. So it is very important for you to understand loving oneself is never about being selfish, but loving everything. Well, actually, once you realize how much love you have in yourself and for yourself, you cannot stop, actually. You cannot stop realizing how much you love this world, how much you love everybody, how much you love everything in your life. It doesn't matter in your past or in your future or in this present moment. It makes much easier to do the gratitude work. And well, it is not just easier, but it is really becomes natural for you to feel grateful for everything and to feel the love for everybody and everything. So that is true love. That what means to have the highest vibration in you and for you, from you, whatever the expression you can use. So certainly, well, I hope I answered to that question. Well, if I haven't, well, please tell me. But anyway, actually, well, it doesn't matter which language you speak or you use. Well, it is always the same. So, well, it's just me replacing the word love into somehow more understandable in Japanese culture. But still, when I noticed the resistance that, okay, some people may think loving oneself may make them seem like being selfish. Well, that is totally misunderstanding. And love is the highest vibration. So it just provide you the best version of everything in your life. And yes, certainly, please think about the saying of your mask first. And it means everything. So once you understand how much love you have in yourself, certainly it will shift everything in your life. And I hope again I could deliver my message. And please share your comments or questions in the comment section. And thank you very much for being here with me. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, enjoy every moment of your life. ありがとうございます。